Our season opens with a brand new production of Puccini's Madame Butterfly. Madame Butterfly is maybe the most popular, most beloved opera in the entire repertory. It's an irresistible, passionate, romantic, heartbreaking story with some of the world's most beloved, most memorable music.
It's a story about deception, it's a story about abandonment. This American sailor Pinkerton who seduces this young, innocent Japanese girl called Cio-Cio-San, or Madame Butterfly, and then simply abandons her, returning to the United States, returning to Japan only years later when he realizes that she's given birth to his son. The final terrible twist in the tale for Butterfly is that Pinkerton returns with an American wife, and Butterfly kills herself.
As always, one of the most thrilling components of a number of productions in an HGO season is our music director, Patrick Summers. Patrick is one of the priceless treasures of Houston Grand Opera. He'll be conducting our new production of Madame Butterfly.
Interesting that Butterfly was one of the great fiascos and disasters of all time when it had its world premiere. And Puccini was, famously asked by a reviewer in print never to write another note of music, and the public's affection for this story and for this score is totally unstoppable.
Puccini wrote it at a time of great interest in Japan and the opening up of the East and the Orient. And so it was kind of clear to me that we had to create a world for it that was, sort of suitable for an audience today to understand visually where we were. And so we kind of compiled this kind of reference file, both of antique prints, but also of these turn of the century photographs, these beautiful old sepia photographs, of a world that isn't quite as cartoonishly beautiful and exaggerated as people kind of tend to think Japan is. It has a sort of subtlety and an elegance, a simplicity. Obviously, Japanese style is incredibly simple, and it's very important to us that we translate that into the stage.
It's a highly dramatic work, some of Puccini's most imaginative and beautiful music, and the story and the opera itself really demands a director's approach, and I think that's exactly what HGO has done here. Michael Grandage, the artistic director of London's Donmar Warehouse, whose career, I must say, is soaring on both sides of the Atlantic these days, is absolutely the right style of director to bring out the drama, both the large scale and the intimacy in this opera.
One of the particular characteristics of Michael is that he is very true to the essence of a piece. He's a very clear, naturalistic storyteller, and he works in great detail and with great vividness with his actors, with his singers, to bring out performances of great specificity, great intensity, great emotion, great passion. Really, I can think of no one better or more appropriate to create a new production of a piece as well known as Madame Butterfly. The title role of Madame Butterfly is one of the great high points in any soprano's career. It's really one of the great roles for operatic singing actresses. The role of Madame Butterfly so dominates the opera that it's almost like a cantata for soprano and large orchestra. And singing the title role in our Madame Butterfly for the first time is María Martínez. María is an alumna of the Houston Grand Opera Studio. She has a fantastically successful major international career, singing major roles in all the great opera houses of the world.
To have an artist like María Martínez sing this role for the first time. Anna's voice really reminds me of the voice that Puccini loved so much, which is an Italian soprano named Toti Dal Monte. Anna Maria has that sort of shimmering quality in her sound. We're so looking forward to her first Cio-Cio-San.
The tenor, another very important role, the character of Pinkerton, will be sung by Joseph Calleja. Joseph is a wonderful Maltese tenor. He has, like Anna Maria, a major international career. He is absolutely the real thing, a large-scale Italianate tenor with thrilling vocal intensity and a very, very strong dramatic presence. I'm sure that the chemistry of Anna Maria and Joseph as Butterfly and Pinkerton will last for years in our memory, in the memory of anyone lucky enough to see one of their performances together.